Hello my friends, Pauleh here, and welcome to my world. Now, it's been a while since I've played Minecraft, and as you may recall the last time I was playing, I was working on the Nether portal system to get access to new areas, and that went quite well. And then after that I started working around the old snowy area I had. Well, I haven't really finished that yet, but I'm putting it on hold. I haven't really felt like playing Minecraft in quite a long time just because I haven't felt very creative. But the past few weeks, just out the blue, I've had this itch in the back of my brain, this little idea that I just couldn't stop thinking about. And it's my intention to sort of have a go and make that my new project. Now, some of you might like this idea, some may not, just because it's something I've attempted a few times and I've never really finished. So it can be quite frustrating, but we'll see. So I'm going to be building this project close to my, the starting chunk, because, I want to keep everything. This world I want to fill with various builds, but the way I want to do it is that they're not that spread out to where you're just going to be walking around and there's nothing there, but they'll be close together where they'll be far enough away where they're not clustered, but close enough to where if you walk a little bit you'll come across something new. That's my goal. So, ow. So you may remember this place, and I forget where it is. There's a tower somewhere from when I was lost in one of my early videos. But anyway, that was a little house I made. It wasn't that great. I've been there recently just to check it out, and yeah, it wasn't that great. But that's not my concern at the moment. What zone is this? This is a river. Okay, so it's going from river to swampland, river to swampland. Okay, fair enough. Right, so the idea I had. Now, let's have a look. Where are we? Okay. I want to say this is about center, or maybe if I go a bit further this way. Is here a good place? About far enough away from there, far enough away from there. Kind of close to the shore there, but there's that little island. Okay, so yeah, there's the Bastion project. So yeah, I reckon this is a good place to start. So the idea I've had in mind for some time is Miner's Haven. Now you may remember that from my second world I ever made, which I ended up losing accidentally, but it was basically an underground city that I dubbed Miner's Haven, and I think a lot of people liked it, but sadly I lost the world, and I've been itching to try it again. You know what, I don't know if it's going to work that well here just because it's not that deep, but we'll see. So, yeah, with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and start building this. Now you may be wondering what I'm building, but alright, let's see if I can even remember how to do this. So the idea I had was to make an entrance to Miner's Haven in the middle of like the ocean or a lake, and I guess this is a lake, so I wanted to have some sort of big opening, like a big hole, a tube going down, but it was in the centre of water, so you're basically looking at a lake and all of a sudden there's this drop, this hole, and this would take you down to Miner's Haven. Now, as I said, I've been thinking about this for a good while now. Now, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, one of the things I've never been good at in Minecraft is making circles, so I think I need to be 5 away from the centre, if I recall. So I'm just going to go ahead and start here. I may have to shift it all over. But yeah, as I said, I've never been that great at making holes in this game. but I'm going to give it a shot. Yeah, I'm way off here, but that's fine. That's fine. So, wait. Now, since this is actually going to take quite a while for me to build, or at least dig this out, because this is going to be a bit of a pain, I'm basically just getting the shape down for now, and then there's going to be a cut, and then when you come back it should be about done. For anyone interested, a lot of this work, because it's going to require a lot of digging and just a lot of boring manual labour stuff, I'm probably going to do off camera, off video, but I'm considering streaming, so I might stream some of this if you're interested. My channel is twitch.tv/Pauleh if you want to check up on this. Yeah. Okay, this is going to be a good sizable hole. I wasn't sure at first, I was thinking it might have been too small, but this looks like it's going to be pretty good. And it should be quite nice here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just mark this out. It would have been cooler in one of the new ocean biomes to where it was a bit deeper down, but you know what, this works, to be honest, this works. I don't want to start going miles out my way to start building in like some area I haven't been before. I will need to, you know, have no real way of accessing it. I think my intention is to hook everything up with the nether portal system I'm working on. Have a bunch of stations and whatnot, but we'll see. I do like, you know, overworld transport as well. It does look quite nice. So to see, you know, like tracks and stuff going all over the world. So that's something I definitely want to try and do. Okay, so this is basically the shape of it. This keeps happening and I don't know why. It's not the first time it's done that. Okay, so this is going to be the size of the hole, and I'm going to have to fill this all in as well. Now, that is easier said than done. I didn't bring much in the way of dirt. I think it's my plan to use mostly stone bricks, and I'm planning on doing a bit of a design at the top. But for now, how deep does this go? This goes fairly deep, so we can go ahead and just... It was my intention to move this all over to the other bay, which does lead out to the ocean. Oh, I lost my breath already, that was why. Where I built that ship and that massive tower, and then I did consider using that tower as the entrance because it looked pretty cool, but I don't know, I kind of want to make it, you know, different things here and there, don't want it all in one place. And that place was getting kind of crowded, but this should be fine. Once I fill this in, it'll be easier to get rid of the water. And as I said, it's been a while since I last played, and there's been a lot of patches, and the last patch to hit was the Bountiful update, which added all sorts, really. It added, like, I think it was like 30, it was in the 30s, 30 new block types, new mobs, all sorts of things, and there was a sponge that soaks up water. I need to go find that. I think that'll be really useful right about now. Problem is, all of this is in new biomes now, or new zones, new chunks. I was considering starting a new world, but to be honest, I've got 2 other worlds where I've started fresh on, and they're going to keep releasing updates, and there's going to be new, you know, new areas that are going to need new chunks spawned every time. So, and as I said last time when I started playing this again, I want to try and keep everything to one world if possible. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to continue to come back and just basically update this world whenever I can, wherever I can. Let's go ahead and make some more torches. It's getting a bit dark. Plus, if I get the whole transport system done, it's not going to be an issue of travelling far and wide, you know, to reach new chunks. So that's fine with me. That's fine. But yeah, for now, I just want to go ahead and fill all this in. Quite excited. It's been a while since I played Minecraft, as I've said. But at least I have an idea to work towards. That I can actually see clearly in my head. That's the big difference. That is indeed the big difference. I believe last time I played as well I was enchanting stuff. I've completely forgotten how to do all that, so I'll have to revisit it at some point. Probably should get some underwater breathing potion. That would be useful. I'm happy to say as well that the John Smith texture pack is still being updated, so that's good. That is good, even though it isn't John Smith himself, it's the folks who are doing the John Smith Legacy Pack. So I'm quite grateful for that. Oh, and I don't know if it's because I'm using MC Patcher and this texture pack, but I keep seeing like shooting stars and all that, which I only assume is a part of MC Patcher or John Smith. You know what? Is that what I think it is? That's the North Star, isn't it? Well, okay, that's cool. I like that. Shows me which way is north. That's good. I should get lost. I should get lost less. So, if I really just used up all my stone bricks already, wow. Actually, no, I've got tons of smooth stone. Okay. Of course, I didn't bring in enough. Let's go ahead and craft some more. Now, I have made a ton of stone. Sole purpose is for making stone slabs, but I guess I'm going to have to use some for this. I want the stone bricks for the walls here just because I figured that would look pretty nice going all the way down. And this hole is probably going to go down to bedrock. The only bad thing about this that's just occurred to me is if I build here, there's going to be no canyons, nothing like that, which may be a problem. Because one of the whole points of Miner's Haven was that there was always a canyon I could work with that made it look nice. But if there isn't now, then you know what I mean? It's not going to be as you know what, to be honest, it's not a problem. I can artificially create stuff. So if I need to have an artificial canyon underground, I can do that. I can do that. Or a ravine, that's what they call them. But yeah, all this underwater building, it's going to get me killed. And I think we're about done. I really am tempted to go and find a sponge and soak up the water that way. Like stock up on some of the new blocks and whatnot before I actually start this build officially. Because I feel they could be pretty useful. But then that means finding new chunks and whatnot. Might be tricky. Okay, there we go. This is all filled in. Now, you may have noticed I've still got the dirt layer on top. This is because I haven't decided how I want to do this yet. I kind of wanted it level with, you know, the water, just so it looks like you get to here and all of a sudden, you know, it's just a massive hole. You can see that from a distance, it stands out better. Actually, yeah, that's fine. In my head I've got ideas for waterfalls and stuff going down into this hole, but I didn't want to go over the top, but I can actually do them like a couple of blocks down, so that's fine. That's fine. Now for the surface here, I'm debating about using either bricks or stone slabs, just because the slabs are pretty nice looking, but I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. So yeah, what I have to do now is fill this in. Although I could go ahead and replace this now. Let's compare, shall we? So I can either have that as the surface, which may look kind of weird, or we could have that. Now, I've always been a big fan of this stone, of this slab. It just looks nice. I think the bricks stand out a bit more, but they do look kind of weird on the side. Actually, thinking about it, what happens if I... Oh, the water still does this. It will still have this imaginary wall. I don't like that too much. Kind of prefer it to be sticking out the water ever so slightly. And you know what? Having that all the way around the top isn't too bad. It doesn't look that bad. Quite like it. I think I could manage with this. I'm gonna go ahead and do this now, that way we can... Hang on, do I have another block? I do. I want to test something. It's been a while since I've played, so they may have changed this, but... No, I was just seeing if they allow you to put more, you know, 2 different slabs on top of each other, but no, not yet. And it actually doesn't look too bad with one slab sticking out the water. Like that. Having a circle all the way around, which is just this. But to be honest, I'd rather it be level with the water. Because I could have just added, you know, one more layer of stone bricks and then put the slabs on top. But I think doing this and then having the layer of slabs on top will look nicer. I'll need to do something about light, so I'm probably going to put a couple of lanterns into the walls, but we'll see. I wonder if I could reg it with any kind of redstone, but the problem is that this wall's only going to be a layer thin. It's not going to be 2 layers or anything like that where I can hide redstone wiring behind, so... Do I have any more slabs? Yeah, I do. I could always make some more if necessary. Now, the next thing would be how do you get down here? Well, there's going to be a couple of ways. I'm probably going to have a nether portal coming to this point possibly, or at least a underground cart system that's going to go either from here to somewhere over there. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see. We will see. Now, a sponge would probably be the easiest way to do this. For sure it would, yeah. Still. I could just get the top layer down, just to get an idea on how it's going to look, that would be cool. But yeah, the other way of getting down here is going to be to have... having some sort of staircase which wraps around the outer side of this, but I don't know how I'm going to be able to do that. The other way would be to have like some sort of central beam with a staircase wrapping around it, or a ladder. I didn't really want to do that either, so I'm not sure. I know that you can now get slime blocks where if you fall onto it you won't take any damage, so this could be a kind of one way in but you can't get back out type of deal. I'm not sure yet. I may do that though, because you just drop down there and you're safe and sound. Don't necessarily need to have any other way to get down, so At least from this way. Yeah, no, there you go. I can't get back up. Can't get back up. The easiest way to do this will be to we split it off in the middle. Just grab all the dirt. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind grabbing a sponge if I can find one. I don't know how much water the sponge actually soaks up, but I know that you can dry it out and use it again, which sounds pretty useful, so... Okay, so that's 1/4 done, that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and... There we go. So as you can see, that looks pretty nice where it goes from one level and then technically there's going to be nothing here, but yeah, that does look cool. I like it. And seeing this from a distance should be pretty good. But yeah, I've got a lot I need to do. I need to drain all this out. I need to dig down. I'm going to have to replace those walls that I dig down with stone bricks. How high up are we as well? 64 meters, okay. So we have to go about 60 blocks down. I want to take it to bedrock and then I'll work from there. We'll see. I mean, this may not, yeah, this might not even be the entrance, to be honest, now that I think about it. I could make the entrance elsewhere, but this is going to be a nice feature to have, and the way I see it, this is going to be what supplies the city with water. It's going to have a couple of fountains coming down. It might be that we can just jump straight down and we'll land on some slime blocks, we'll see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Especially when you go out there and you're just looking over and all you see is this massive hole in the centre of this lake. That should be pretty good. But yeah, as I said, I am going to probably stream a lot of the progress on this just for the boring parts. And I'll continue releasing Pauleh's World videos with updates on how this project's going. I think that's going to be the best way to do it, because there's going to be a lot of digging out since I'm doing it all manually and whatnot. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for joining me, and hopefully you will stick around to find out what we're going to do next. So until then, thank you for watching.